The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 12th day of April 2023. We got ourselves, I think, a dandy matchup for you. It's the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees from the big old ballpark in the Bronx. Mike Mussina going for New York. Cleveland is going to counter with CC Sabathia. The Indians were no hit last night by Adrian Hernandez. 2 walks, that's it. So the Indians, who are 46-28, trying to stay, are now in second place behind the New York Yankees. The Chicago White Sox, believe it or not. These are the games they're going to need to win if they're going to go deep into October. We know how good the Yankees are. They've just spent the last 5 years in and out of first place most of the time. So it is the Indians and the Yankees, Mike Mussina and CC Sabathia, the day after a no-hitter. And we're talking about day ball in New York. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's light this candle. As Retro Sports Network presents 2001, an Action PC Season Odyssey. Today, from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, it's the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. That's a mouthful and a half. So Mike Mussina on the hill. He is 32 years old, making his 16th start of the year. 9-3 with a 2.43 ERA, 5th in wins, 4th in ERA, and 9th in strikeouts. He throws the curveball as a specialty pitch. Fastball tops out at 88. More like a sinker, as he is a ground ball pitcher. In his last start against Tampa 5 days ago, he struck out 10 in a 3-2 loss. 6 2/3, 104 pitches, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He gave up 2 homers. He walked 1 and struck out 10. By the way, 11 is his season high. That came against the Red Sox on May 24th. Overall, 107. No. Good afternoon. Didn't restart. Changed screens, but didn't restart. Anyway. 81 hits. Good morning, Bernie. How are you? 81 hits from Mussina. 29 runs, all earned. 6 homers, 24 walks, and 106 strikeouts. You know, we're only 2 weeks away from the All-Star game. Hard to believe. Here's a lineup for Cleveland. Kenny Lofton will lead off in center field. Omar Vizquel, I'm doing well, thank you. Omar Vizquel at short will bat second. Robbie Alomar is at second, he'll bat third. Ellis Burke's the DH for Cleveland. Jim Thome at first will bat fifth. Travis Fryman at third goes sixth. Marty Cordova and right today will bat seventh. Oh, dear Lord. Russell Brannon's in left. That should be a nightmare and a half. He'll bat eighth. And Einer Diaz behind the plate goes ninth. Defensively for the Yankees, Shane Spencer a 6 and a 7 in left. Bertie Williams a 7 and a 3 in center. And Paul O'Neill a 2 and a 5 in right. Scott Brosius a 5 at third. Derek Jeter a 5 at short. Soriano a 3 at second. Tino Martinez an 8 at first. Posada an 8 and a 3 behind the plate. Mussina's an 8 on the mound with a 9.77 fielding percentage. And that's a setup for you. Kenny Lofton, nobody got a hit last night for Cleveland off of El Duque. Lofton at 263, 6 homers, and 24 RBI. Game 75 for Cleveland, 76 for the Yankees. And this one starts with a line drive base hit right field, so no back-to-back no-hitters, as Lofton singles to start the ballgame. Brings up Vizquel at 281, 5 triples, and 25 RBI. Throw to first. Lofton back. The cat protesting, and we'll play for the bunt. There goes Lofton. The throw down to Jeter is not in time. And for Kenny, that's his 7th stolen base of the year. No chance to get him. How you doing? Welcome to the kid pen. 1 strike count to Vizquel. Will he square? Nope. Fly ball right field. O'Neill is there. Makes the catch. Lofton will tag and hold. I'm doing well, Scott. Thanks a bunch. Scott, by the way, big iRacing driver. Does much better than I do. And then again, it wouldn't take much. Here's Robbie Alomar. 332, 9 homers, and 49 RBI. Zoom, zoom. Yep. Yusina deals. Struck him out. So 2 out for Ellis Burks. 243, 9 homers, and 45 RBI. There's a line drive to Brocious, who'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors for the Indians. Bottom of the first, no score. So the last time we had CeCe on, he pitched like CeCe Pennison instead of CeCe Sabathia. He's only 20 years old. We'll give the kid a break. Fastball is at 97, and he is a fly ball pitcher. But he has struggled. In 14 starts, only 6 have been considered quality, which means 6 innings and 3 earned runs. That's not very good. 15th start, 3-3. Despite that low quality start number, his ERA is 2.97. Which is pretty gosh darn good. But when he's bad, he's bad. And he's pitched a couple stinkers on, or 1 stinker on the channel already. He's on 5 days rest, 4 innings against the Royals, and a 3-1 loss. 92 pitches, and I think that's primarily his trouble, is that he just throws an awful lot of pitches. 3 hits, a run it was earned, 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. Overall, he's having a good year stat-wise, 75 2/3, 53 hits, 26 runs, 25 earned, just 2 homers. He has walked 36 while striking out 72. A lot of no decisions in that number. Chuck Knobloch will be the DH for New York. He'll lead off. Derek Jeter will bat second and play short. Bernie Williams in center goes third. Tino Martinez cleans up at first. Jorge Posada behind the plate goes fifth. Shane Spencer in left will bat sixth. Paul O'Neill in right will go seventh. Brocious at third bats eighth, and Soriano at second will bat ninth. Musina threw 13 pitches in his half of the first. Branyan's not as bad as I thought he'd be out there, at least range-wise. It left a 4, a 6-arm, and a terrible .932 fielding percentage. It is a good matchup, Jamie. The Yankees behind El Duque no-hit him last night in a game simulated just mere moments ago. Kenny Lofton a 5 3 in center. Marty Cordova is a 6 5 in right. Travis Fryman a 3 at third. Vizquel a 10 at short. Alomar a 10 at second. Tomey a 4 at first. Diaz an 8 5 behind the plate, and CeCe is an 8 on the mound with a .960 fielding percentage. Remember, tomorrow is a night game, 8:30 Eastern, because it's supposed to be 79 here tomorrow, and the wife and I are going out to lunch outside. Chuck Knobloch at 210, 4 homers and 20 RBI. Sabathia deals strike 3. Curveball on a full count, swung on and missed, 1 out. For Derek Jeter, Derek at 302, 11 homers and 34 RBI. Page 6 of the Post caught Derek shopping at Bloomingdale, so I wonder who's getting the gift bag. Pitch. There's a fly ball left field. Branyan in the corner. Russell will flag it down, 2 out. For Bernie Williams at 294, 13 homers and 47 RBI. Fly ball, left field. Branyan is going to turn. Is he going to make a catch? Yep, that kind of hung up a bit. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 1 at the stadium, no score. So 74 degrees. This is a day ball game for a Wednesday, the 27th of June. 74, winds very light at 3 from left to right. Tommy at 372. 18 homers and 57 RBI. Where was the All-Star game in 01? That wasn't the year that was a tie, was it? Pitch to Tommy. Little ground ball to Tino, and he'll take it to the bag himself. 1 out. Here's Travis Fryman. Fryman, since coming over from Detroit, 241, a homer, and 6 RBI. You see the deals. There's a fly ball to right. O'Neill. We'll let that one drop as soon as I can find the mouse. To hold Fryman to a single. Second hit for Cleveland. Here's Cordova. Marty at 324, 8 homers and 38 RBI. Yeah, I mentioned that he was a Tiger. Pitch to Cordova. Marty swings. That's into right field. O'Neill will pick it up. Fryman will hold it second. First and second for Cleveland. Here's Branyan. Branyan always plays well on my streams. 232, 10 homers, and 33 RBI. 3 hits for Cleveland already. Struck him out. Got him on a 1-2 fastball on the outside corner. So here's Einer Diaz at 256, a homer, and 28 RBI. 2 out, first and second. Museum back to the line, delivers. Line drive to Soriano, and the Indians get nothing and like it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Indians have left on 3 through an inning and a half, no score. So Martinez, Posada, and Spencer. Fryman's brother was in the minors. Was he with the Tigers, or who was he with? And threw his bat into the stands after a call. Yep, that'll end a career pretty quick. Tribe fan here for the Tribe. Tino at 280, 15 homers, and 54 RBI. There's a fly ball right field. Cordova will make the catch, 1 away. For here's Jorge, 292, 10 homers, and 39 RBI. So the Indians not fazed by the fact that they were no-hit last night. Left field, Branyan makes the catch, and somebody's hurt. Safeco. What? Alexa, what's my notification?
Ron, there's one new notification. From Field Level Media, Giants running back Saquon Barkley not signing franchise tender.
Oh, okay, so the All-Star game is in Seattle. Oh, that'll be fun. So Posada rolled his ankle, and he'll be at reduced effectiveness for a few innings. Giants having trouble signing their franchise player. Here's Shane Spencer at 306, a homer and 4 RBI. No, I heard the beep. That's what it was, Jamie. Saquon Barkley is not signing his franchise tender. Yeah, certainly fitting with Ichiro's rookie year and the Mariners kicking butt. Hard to believe we are almost into July. Spencer hits one to deep left field, and that's gone. There wasn't anything Brandy could do but turn and watch it go. And it's 1-0 Yankees. Here it is again. Oh, okay. So as we watch Spencer round the bases, Tribe Fan says, just to let everyone know, you know that you did mention that you had the surgery. Surgery was last Wednesday. Had the drain taken out yesterday. God willing, might be able to get the stitches out next Thursday. Well, hopefully you're recovering well. And hopefully Cleveland will do something in this game for you. Troy Fryman played for the White Sox organization. O'Neill at 230, by the way. 12 homers and 39 RBI. So 1-0 New York. Sabathia, that was only the third home run he's allowed in the replay. O'Neill swings, ground ball to Tomey. Jim underhands it to Sabathia for the out. My birthplace, Glens Falls, had the White Sox as their Double-A city for a while. Ron Kittle played in Glens Falls. Also, Tribe fan is back to work. Here's Lofton. Kenny singled his first time up and stole the base. Musina's opening 9-31. Oh, after one run, one hit, no errors. Posada feels much better, thanks, and I had a brain fart. After 2, 1-0 New York. So Musina's opening 9, 31 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Lofton singled and stole a base. So Shane Spencer with that home run. He did a rather big one that November, I believe. Pitch to Lofton. Kenny swings a ground ball to Martinez. Tino to the bag, 1 out. Omar Vizquel is 0 for 1. We'll have a doubleheader for you next Wednesday, I believe, because we'll be playing the games of the 4th of July. And Vizquel draws the walk. Musino lost him on a 3-1 changeup wide and low. Brings up Roberto, who struck out his first time up. In my chat, Scott and Tim are the same color. Mustard. There goes Vizquel to throw down to Jeter, and Omar has his 8th of the year. Posada has a below-average arm, and it doesn't look like Musina has a great hold rating. So Vizquel brushes off his backside, and it's a 1-strike count to Robbie, who strikes out. Musina got him with an 0-2 curve right in there at the knees. 2 out for Ellis Burks, who's 0 for 1. How about the Rays? 11-0. Johnny Van Dorn Red. There you go. Tribe fan has him and himself, and Scott in red. Jamie and John are green. It's not easy being green. Scotty, how are you? Yep, no, I see you now. It's different for everybody how the chat works. You'll see one color and I see another. I hate that black background that I see things with. By the way, S. Yost 989 is our latest follower. Pitch to Burks. Line drive to Brocious, and that will retire the side. Indians again, no runs, no hits, no errors. They've left on 4. Bottom of the 3rd here in New York, 1-0 Yankees. Do you get paid for following? No, you don't. Here's Brocious, 272, 6 homers, and 23 RBI. The black background is highlights for the names. I wish it could be yellow or another color. On my other, it used to be white, and for me that was a lot easier to read, because I'm looking at my second monitor. You guys are on the big screen. I gave you Brocious' number. Sabathia starts the 3rd with a line drive to Lofton. Kenny makes the catch, 1 out. Fryman and Tomei play for a bunt. No. Soriano at 250, 4 homers and 26 RBI. Now, if the Red Sox, who are trying to emulate the race, could figure it out, well, you got to have pitching first, Bernie. You get paid with fine entertainment. I don't know what you're talking about, John. Pitch to Soriano. Struck him out. That's 2 for Sabathia. A swing and a miss on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Wow. Hotter than the 76 degrees it is here at Yankee Stadium. So here's Knobloch. Chuck is 0 for 1. He struck out. Sabathia's opening 9, 34 pitches, 2 2/3. The home run to Spencer. That's the lone hit. And he has struck out, too. That's how you... Yes, I give you fine entertainment. And just remember that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Pitch to Knobloch. Chuck swing. Struck him out. Sabathia got him to chase. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the fourth here in New York. It's the Yankees 1, the Indians nothing. So it'll be Tommy Fryman and Cordova to face Mussina. Trump fan says it's slightly warmer than it is in northeast Ohio. Nice 70 degrees. You can talk all you want. How you doing, Dave? We give you sports. Jim is 0 for 1. 75 in Michigan. Again, that's our weather tomorrow. It's supposed to be 79, which is why I'm doing a night stream. I'm taking the wife on a date. Got him. A fastball outside. 75 in Rochester. Here's Travis Fryman. He singled his first time up. Ground ball to Jeter. Derek throws it over to Tino. And it's a long throw, but Martinez keeps his foot on the bag. 2 out. For Marty Cordova, who singled his first time up. So it's warm pretty much everywhere but northern New England, I guess. High of 80 in Philly. 87 tomorrow and Friday. That's hot. Ground ball to Soriano. Over to first. That will retire the side after 3.5. No runs, no hits, no errors. Lone run has come on the Spencer homer. Bottom of the 4th. 1-0 New York. So here are the standings since we were with you last. The Marlins, it's not going to give you the stats, I'm sorry. The Marlins, a 1.5 games over the Phils. The Braves have slid to 3 back. They were tied last week with Florida. The Mets are now 5 back. In the Central, Houston by 2 over Chicago, 5.5 over St. Louis, and 6 over Cincy. In the West, I'm waiting for the Dodgers to make their move, Scotty. They're moving the wrong way. The Giants are 5 up on Arizona and 7 up on Colorado. As a team, the Rockies are hitting .309. Yankees in front of the Red Sox by 2 in the American League East. White Sox lead the Indians by 1.5 games, and Seattle is 150 out of their first 75 and have an 8-game lead over Oakland. By the way, we do have another run of interleague play coming up. The wild cards today would be Arizona and Cleveland. Derek Jeter's 0 for 1. Makes those cheesesteak grills pretty hot to deal with, John. Sunny and 40 in the Pacific Northwest, headed for 50. It's only 9:23 in the morning, Scott. So how, John, you went to a ball game on, right? Didn't you go to the Philly opener? Pitch to Jeter. Ground ball to Fryman. Travis goes across the way. 1 out. Bernie Williams is 0 for 1. How was it? Bernie punches that one into right center field. Lofton will pick it up. And the crowd likes that. It's hard to describe that emoji in words. Closest I think I would come to that would be meh. Here's Tino Martinez. Tino's 0 for 1. Line drive to Alomar. And that's right. They came from behind in the 8th. A slow start. I still think they are my pick to win the World Series. So 2 out. Oh, and the bullpen blew it in the 9th. Oops. For Posada, Jorge, hip hip Jorge is 0 for 1. Slow ground ball to Alomar. Robbie in on the grass, throws to Tomey, and that will do it. The Yankees are retired. No runs, a hit. They leave their first runner on in the ball game. After 4, it's 1-0 New York. So Branyan, Diaz, and Lofton to face Mussina here in the 5th. Russell struck out his first time up. And he'll do so again. A 1-2 fastball looking. Strike 3. That brings up Diaz. Einar is 0 for 1. I want to say future Devil Ray at this point. Fly ball right field. O'Neill in the corner. Makes the catch. Barely in foul territory. 2 out. And now I'll bring up Kenny Lofton. Kenny 1 for 2. He has singled and stolen a base. Opening 18 from Mussina. 68 pitches, 4 2/3, 3 hits. A walk and 5 strikeouts. Considering the Yankees are coming off a no-hitter yesterday, that bullpen is completely rested. So all hands available. This one's been a tight one. 1-0 New York. Pitch to Lofton. Struck him out. Posada throws down to Martinez. And now we'll retire the side halfway home on a chilly Friday here. Or chilly Wednesday, rather, in Burlington. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Yankees 1, the Indians 0. Join us late. Here's how we got here. Just 1 run on the board. Shane Spencer, a solo homer to left off of CC Sabathia. And that's all the offense we've had. Sabathia, a 2-hitter through 4. He has struck out 3. And Mussina, a 3-hitter through 5. And he has struck out 6. So a good pitcher's duel again. See, these are the games that Russian Reb usually comes to. Shane Spencer ripped his 2nd of the year, his last time up. Has driven in 5. Hit 10 on the real year in just 283 at-bats. Pitch to Shane. Struck him out. That's 4 for CC. Got him on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball on a full count. No Hoskins, no Harper. Derek Hall. Hoskins back up. Torn thumb ligaments. We have our third baseman playing first. Backup starting at 3rd. Nola and Wheeler are staking up the joint contract here for Aaron, too. Ranger Suarez is out until May, and the bullpen has stunk. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, we're okay. Eric Idle, famed member of Monty Python, who just turned 80 in the last couple of weeks, would respond to that. Always look on the bright side of life. O'Neill's 0 for 1. He draws the walk. And you can do your own whistling to that. So a full count fastball just outside. There you Tried fan is whistling. Here's Brocious. Scott's 0 for 1. See what Sabathia does here. He throws to first, which is why I didn't try to steal O'Neill. And now Pauly's going to go. Diaz's throw down to Alomar is not in time. And for Pauly, that's his 13th steal of the season. So 1-ball count to Brocious. And remember, life's a piece of poop when you think of it. Yes, absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant movie. Pitch to Brocious. There's a line drive right center field. That's going to drop in front of Cordova. O'Neill should round 3rd. But we're going to hold him. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. For Soriano, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Speaking of comic geniuses, sorry to see that Al Jaffe died. 102 years old. Mad Magazine's finest. And probably best known, even if you didn't know his name, as the creator of the foldable back cover. Getting back to the Phillies, Stott and Bohm are tearing the cover off the ball, so you got that going for us. Yeah, always look at the bright side. Funny, one of the pythons that was probably idle had sang it at the closing ceremonies of the 2012 Summer Games in London. I'm like, dude, just change the last lyric for TV. Nope, the censors had to mute him. That's great. Pitch to Soriano, who's 0 for 1. Line drive, left field, base hit. O'Neill's going to score. Brocious will round. Second, Branyan bobbles the ball, and everyone else should move up 90 on that. So it's going to be a single and an error, E7. We told you Branyan with that .932 fielding percentage is a piece of poo out there in left field. The Yankees double their lead. It's now 2-0. For Knobloch, who was struck out twice. Sabathia opening 18, 74 pitches, 4 1/3, 4 hits. The home run to Spencer. He has walked 1 while striking out 4. Ground ball to Vizquel. Brocious will score. The throw to Tomey. Knobloch is retired. Everyone will take that trade. 2 out here in the 5th. But it's 3-0 New York. For Derek Jeter, who is 0 for 2. Soriano on third. Yankees looking for their 48th win of the year. Cleveland is looking for their 47th. Sabathia deals and hits Jeter. Got him on the ribs. Sabathia, not yet. Sabathia slams the ball into his glove. That was not intentional. Here's Bernie, 1 for 2. 3-0 New York, 2 out here in the 5th. Got him! So that'll do it. The Yankees, however, score 2 on 2 hits, and that error by Russell Branyan is costly. After 5, it's the Yankees 3, the Indians nothing. So Musino will face Vizquel, Alomar, and Burks. Omar has walked and stolen a base. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to Brocious. 1 out. Vizquel is fast, but Brocious had a good throw. Roberto is 0 for 2. Alomar has fanned twice. Musina has fanned 6. Line drive, extra bases in the corner and left. Spencer goes to get it. Picks it up off the wall. Alomar has 2. He's going for 3. The throw to Brocious is not in time. And for Robbie, that's his 5th triple of the year. So the Indians threatening with 1 out here in the 6th. Ellis Burks is 0 for 2. I would agree with that, Scott. Baseball is their best game. Football game has a lot of fans. And if you're on Facebook, you know all about Mark Bozeman. He just loves that basketball game. And the football game. He actually did a big article about it for Sports Sims magazine. There's just so many options out there, even if a game is really good. Pitch to Burks. Fly ball left field. That should score Robbie. Spencer will make the catch. Alomar goes back to tag, and the Indians are on the board. So 3-1 the score. Here's Tomey. He's 0 for 2. He is struck out. Not anything unusual for Jim. He struck out 185 times in 2001. Yeah, the basketball game has some bugs, or had some bugs. I don't know if Dave Little is going to resume that league or not. Friday nights, though, love the concept. I've tried to do some basketball streams with that. It just takes too long. Pitch to Tomey. There's a line drive left center field. Spencer picks it up off the wall over to Soriano, but Jim has a 17th double of the year. Scott, if you do not know his work, Mr. Yost, does a lot of card making for Above the Rim basketball, which is a tremendous game in its own right. If you don't follow Scott's YouTube channel, and you should, you're doing the pre-play for the NBA playoffs. Yeah, ATR is good. Are you doing the are you the one that's going to be doing the season for the basketball NBA, or does someone else do that? Here's Fryman. Travis is 1 for 2. Ball 4. So Mussina losing the script a bit here in the 6th. For Cordova, 1 for 2. Dave and the wife are babysitting the grandkids on Fridays for a while. That he'll resume it later in the year. Well, good for them. Great time had by all, I'm sure. First and second, 2 out. Mussina trying to get out of this from the 6th. The Indians have a run in. Cordova, line drive to Soriano, and the Yankees get out of it. Cleveland gets a run on 2 hits and no errors. They've left on 6 overall. Bottom of the 6th, 3-1 now, New York. That is Dave, a.k.a. Rogborg 1. Great work. I have every NBA season. You know, there are games that we have. Here's Tino, who is 0 for 2. That you just, I wish I played that more. You can only play one game at a time. We're not clones. Ground ball past Tomey into shallow right. Cordova will pick it up, and that is going to be the night for Sabathia. It's going to be Jake Westbrook coming in. Got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So let's tell you about Jake Westbrook. He's making his 9th relief appearance of the year. He'll eventually make 6 starts. 2-1 with a save and a 2.37 ERA. Jake is just a baby at 23, fastball at 91, and a ground ball pitcher. He went 5 days ago against the Royals. Took the loss in a 3-1 defeat. 2 innings, 31 pitches, 2 hits, just the 1 run, but it was enough. And he struck out 3. 19 innings for Jake, 14 hits, 5 runs all earned. A homer. He walked 3 and struck out 12. Wayne, by the way, the creator of Above the Rim, has just uploaded the 23 season. Here's Posada 0 for 2. I know you know that game pretty well, Scott. Who are your favorites heading into the playoffs? Pitch to Posada. Struck him out. Got him on an 0-2 fastball. Swung on and missed. 1 away for Shane Spencer, who has singled, or homered rather, and struck out. In the shallow right, Lofton coming in, makes the catch. Here, this is for Scott. Here's O'Neill. Paul has walked, stolen a base. He stole 22. I'm surprised. Also scored a run. Tino not a threat to steal. Up the middle, Westbrook snares it over to Tomey, and that will retire the side. Yankees get no runs, a hit, they leave a runner on. We go to the 7th here, 3-1 New York. So Branyan, Diaz, and Lofton, as Mussina gets the fatigue warning. As we start the 7th, maybe another inning. Branyan has struck out twice. Struck him out. That's 7 for Mike. A 1-2 fastball. He put something on that. And Branyan is there. No, I mean, you talk to me every once in a while, and so that's probably the easier way than to do it through YouTube messages. It wasn't a specific thing to email, but we've talked a couple times, and if you want to email me, go ahead. Diaz is 0 for 2. Line drive right field. O'Neill will pick it up. Kenny Lofton is 1 for 3. He has singled, stolen the base, and struck out. 27 deep for Mussina, 99 pitches. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. The 1 run is earned. Lofton swings. This might be 2 if Soriano hurries. Jeter for 1. Derek will not make a throw, and there's 2 out. The Indians will take that trade. Vizquel is 0 for 2, a stolen base and a walk. There's a little looper into right. That's going to drop in front of O'Neill. Lofton will do what? O'Neill has an average arm, but they'll concede third to Lofton with 2 out. 7th hit for the Indians. Here's Alomar. Robbie has tripled. That's his 5th. Scored and struck out twice. Mussina right at the tail end of his effort. 2 outs here in the 7th. Posada and Mussina have a word. Alomar up the middle, and that will score a run. So Lofton scores. Bernie Williams takes his time picking it up out there. Vizquel digging for third. The throw to Brocious is not in time. And Torrey says that's about enough of that. Scott likes the Suns, the 76ers, or the Bucks in the NBA playoffs. Oof. What in... No, Adrian Hernandez. That's not El Duque. So that scrub pitcher goes out there and throws a no-hitter? You're welcome, John. You're welcome. Always look on the bright side of life. So who do the Yankees go with here? Much too early for Mo. Goodness. So Adrian Hernandez. Status Pro, I am so impressed with that, Scott. I don't know about the split. Stanton? All right, it'll be Stanton. They need 4 outs before they can get to little Big Mo. Stanton, 34 years old, ground ball plus pitcher, fastball at 92. Just in case you wondered, I would try to play everybody fair and not sink the Yankees, because TribeFan has not slipped me enough money. 35th appearance, 2-1 the record, a 2.79 ERA. Last pitch 2 days ago, and their 7-3 win over Cleveland, so the Yankees have taken the first 2 in this 3-game set. Inning in a third, 21 pitches, a hit and 2 strikeouts. Overall for Mike, 38 2/3, 32 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned. 2 homers, 8 walks, and 45 strikeouts. So runners on the corners. Vizquel the tying run on third. Alomar on first. 2 out, top the 7th. Ellis Burks is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Stanton starts his effort with a fly ball left center field. Back goes Bernie. He'll make the catch. Stretch time, 3-2 Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland got a run on 3 hits and no errors. It'll be Brocious, Soriano, and Knobloch to face Jake Westbrook. Brocious 1 for 2. A single and a run scored. Base hit left field. Branyan will pick it up. Soriano 1 for 2. He has singled, struck out, and driven in his 27th. The Yankees have a very great prospect in the minors named Biggest Batters. Pitch to Soriano, base hit left field. Branyan will pick it up. Brocious bluffs but does not go. So first and second for Knobloch. Chuck is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and driven in a run. Cat now protesting at the door. She doesn't like baseball, but she's still my cat. Knobloch, ground ball right side, base hit. Cordova will pick it up. And the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Derek Jeter, who is 0 for 2. The wife and the cat now having words. You all have pets. Arguing with your pet is the same as arguing with a 2-year-old. You've lost it the second you open your mouth. Pitch to Jeter. Ground ball might be 2. Vizquel to Alomar for 1. Robbie throws to first. And that's 2. So they do turn it 6-4-3. Brocious will score to make it 4-2. Tribe Fan doesn't have any pets. You have a Scott. You've got everybody's pets. I have a good friend about your age that lives around my neck of the woods. He and his significant other pets have been doing the pet sitting thing for about 15 years. They absolutely love it. Here's Bernie. He's 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. In the left center, Lofton moving over. Kenny is there, and that will do it. Yankees get a run on 3 hits. No errors. They've left on 5. We go to the 8th, 4-2 New York. So Stanton, again, they can try to get him 3 more outs. 7 years for him. They did it partially as a thing to do in retirement, and now they are fully retired except for the pet sitting thing. What did you do for work? Tomey 1 for 3 with a strikeout, and a reminder that talking about pet sitting is not something you'd find on a Fortnite stream. Base hit right side. O'Neill picks it up and drops it. Tomey will go to second. It's a single and an error. And now Fryman is a tying run. He's 1 for 2. He is singled and walked. .981, not a horrible right field fielding percentage, but that was an ill-timed error for the Yankees. Dinger prediction. The answer is 0. Left center, Bernie, makes the catch. That was 0. Change the outcome box. Cordova has a 1.7% chance. He's also 1 for 3. Posada and Stanton have a word. Cordova, ground ball to Jeter. Derek with a great play. Throws to Tino for the out. So Jeter gives himself a gift bag. 2 out for Branyan, who could dinger here. He's 0 for 3. He has taken the collar. Scotty was a bartender using his philosophy degree. Wholesale plumbing, and finally a pawnbroker. I can't see you sitting there at night binge watching Pawn Stars. You strike me more as an Antiques Roadshow guy. Juan Gonzalez is going to pinch hit. Tribe fan gets giddy. Juan gone at 365, 20 homers, 79 RBI, has not pinch hit all year. But he is the tying run. 2 out. And there was so much rejoicing, Tribe fan says. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, you hated, nothing about reality. You just kind of knew from watching it. I always get a kick looking to see people who are looking for writers for reality shows. Do you ever wonder why you need a writer for a reality show? Pitch to Juan gone. Line drive to Jeter, and that'll take care of the inning. Ricardo Rincon coming in to pitch for Cleveland. No runs, a hit, and an error. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in the Bronx. 4-2 Yankees. So Rincon making his 30th appearance of the year. 2-1 of the 2.93 ERA. Ricardo, 31 years old. Slider at 89 and a ground ball plus pitcher. Last pitch 3 days ago in a 7-3 win over the Royals. Went 1 inning, 16 pitches, allowed a hit, and struck a batter out. 27 2/3, 29 hits, 11 runs, only 9 earned. 3 homers, 8 walks, and 25 strikeouts. It'll be Tino, Posada, and Spencer. That's right, Tribe fan. Gotta have that storyline in it or stir up the pot because normal life is usually boring. I believe the term reality show comes from the MTV hit The Real World. And I think the first year that was actually fairly straightforward and real. I mean, you've got a valley girl tucked in with an emo guy and watch the fireworks fly. Pitch to Martinez. Left center, Lofton drifting over, makes the catch. 1 out. There's Posada. Jorge is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. But after that, yeah. I mean, can you imagine a reality show about me? I'd be bored to tears. Base hit right field. Cordova will pick it up, throwing for 2. Jorge is in there. His 11th double. So 2 runs, 9 hits, an error for Cleveland. They've left on 9. Yeah, my street stock career. I hate street stocks with a passion. 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Yankees, and they've left on 5 so far. Little Big Mo warming in that Yankee pen. Pitch to Spencer. There's a high fly ball to the left. He's already got 1. Cordero's going back, and Spencer has his 2nd home run of the game. So Will Cordero, a 2 and a 1 out there. And Shane Spencer's going to get your Digital Dice MVP. He now has 3 on the year. And sits a Little Big Mo down at 6-2. Yep. Wow. See, this is why we love this chat. One of the Real World cast from season 2 or 3 was married to former NBA player Kenny Anderson. In my best Johnny Carson voice, I did not know that. So here's O'Neill. Paul is 0 for 2. He has walked, scored, and stole a base. Rincon's pitch. Liner in the right center. Rincon, you don't want to know that. Well, not been Rincon's outing out there. 1/3 of an inning, and he's given up 2 runs. Here's Brocious, 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 runs scored. And Brocious is walked. And that'll do it for Rincon. Rich Rodriguez coming in to pitch. We got a break from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. All right. Kenny, by the way, is the father of 7, according to Tribe Fan. So if the Nets needed to rebuild, he could help with that. Rodriguez 2-1. He is not going to be the future coach of the Michigan Wolverines. An earned run average of 4.20, 38 years old, fastball at 87, and an extreme ground ball pitcher. He last pitched on the 24th. Hopefully no NBA players are watching this stream. In a 7-3 win, Rodriguez got the win. He went 1 inning on 11 pitches and a strikeout. 30 innings, 33 hits, 16 runs, 14 earned. 8 walks and 25 strikeouts. Between Anderson, Latrell Sprewell, and Sean Kemp, there were enough to restock a few teams. Or form a new league with 12 teams. Yeah, but we love you anyway, Tim. Glad that you're feeling better. O'Neill on second, Brocious on first, Soriano 2 for 3. He has singled twice and driven in a run. 6-2 Yankees. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Chopper foul, third base side. Fryman picks it up. Tosses it to a fan from Brooklyn. And the count is full, 3-2. Struck him out. Got him on a good sharp curve. 2 out for Knobloch, who was 1 for 4 with an RBI. He has struck out twice and singled. First and second, Yankees up 6-2. And Knobloch draws the walk. So bases loaded, 2 out for Jeter, who is 0 for 3, and has grounded into a double play. So bases juiced. Jeter in the left center. O'Neill's going to score. Cordero will pick it up. Brocious will round third. I'd imagine he's going to score rather easily. He does. The throw goes in the infield, and the Yankees go up 8-2. Could almost throw me out there now for New York. Here's Williams. Bernie 1 for 4. He is singled and struck out. So the Yankees have cracked this walnut open here in the 8th with a 4 spot. To Vizquel, Omar over to Alomar, and that will retire the side. But a huge inning for the Yankees. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. We go to the 9th, 8-2 New York. All right, it's not going to go with Mo. And so the other choice is Jay Wittisick. Everyone else on short rest. This could be quite interesting. Wittisick has only been with the club 2 days. He already has 3 innings under his belt and got a win. With an open engine. Wittisick, 28 years old, slider at 97. You're welcome, Bernie. And a ground ball pitcher. He went 3 innings on Monday and struck out 6. So good debut for Jay. It depends on how much decision making you like to make. Appa, I guess, would be close to above the rim as far as that, if you just like to watch things together. In the crease is pretty good, but the computer game doesn't help you with anything as far as any AI are concerned. And, of course, Dave with the best answer, Hockey Bones, Apple Hockey Shootout, depending on how much of a fan you are. Strat, yeah, Stone Cold does a great job of storytelling. Diaz 1 for 3. Wittisick delivers. Base hit left field. So Mo starts to stir again. Here's Lofton. Kenny 1 for 4. He is singled, struck out, stolen the base, and scored. Got him. 2-2 curve, and there's strike 3. Indians need 6 to tie, 7 to win, or go ahead. Here's Vizquel. Omar 1 for 3. Single, walk, and a stolen base. Might be the ball game here. Soriano to Jeter for 1. Derek turns and pivots, and the Yankees are going to win this one rather easily by the score of 8-2. Scotty sent me a picture. We won't share. So, well, yeah, it took us 3 hours and 29 simulated minutes to play this puppy. 8 runs, 12 hits, and error for the Yankees. They moved to 48 and 28. They leave on 7. The Indians 2 runs, 10 hits, and error, and they left on 9. Shane Spencer is your digital dice MVP. 2 for 4, 2 homers, and 3 RBI. Musina, we'll see him in Seattle in a couple weeks. 6 2/3, goes to 10 and 3, 8 hits. 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. I think he was talking about open engine. Stanton gets the hold. Whitisick gets the save. Sabathia, 5 innings, drops to 3 and 4, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Gave up the first to Spencer's homers. Walked 1, struck out 5. Rincon gets the go to the game. Is it going to tell me now? A-Rod is 24. And Bonds, I think, is 30 in the NL. So the rest of this Wednesday in baseball, the 27th day of June. Before we call it a stream. The Phillies beat the Braves 8-3. Randy Wolf goes to 7 and 4. Odalis Perez 2 and 3. Brian Jordan did something. 2 for 2 with a double. Randy struck out 11 on a walk and 3 hits. The Cubs, Kerry Wood. 1 hits the Mets over 7 1/3, strikes out 8 and a walk. Reed takes a loss. Fitzgerald picks up the save. Pittsburgh 4, Milwaukee 3, Mulholland 6 and 1, Haynes 3 and 11. Williams gets a 17 save. Expos beat the Marlins 7-4 down in Miami. Tony Armas Jr. 4 and 8. Sanchez 1 and 3. Jose Vidro, his 6th of the year, goes 2 for 4. Toronto 5, Baltimore 4. Escobar 2 and 2. Maduro 0 and 1. Woodward 2 for 4, his 2nd of the year. Tampa beats Boston 9-2. Lopez 5 and 5. Nomo falls to 6 and 4. Cox 3 for 4, his 6th of the year. Drives in 2. Reds beat the Cardinals 7-3. Davis 1 and 1. Dusty Hermanson drops to 5 and 6. I wouldn't say that too loud, Dave. Dimitri Young 2 for 4, his 12th of the year with a double. Shy Sox 7, Twins 5. Danny Glover 3 and 0. LaTroy Hawkins 0 and 2. Valentine 2 for 5, his 15th of the year, and drives in 2. 4-3, Kansas City beats Detroit. Bird 2 and 2. Lima 0 and 1. Jermaine Dye 3 for 4, his 9th of the year, and drives in 3. Danny Glover was great in that movie. I think it's Lucas Glover that was the pitcher. No, Lucas Glover's a golfer. San Diego beats Colorado 5-4. Nunez 1 and 2. Obaldo Jimenez falls to 3 and 3. Walker now with a 15-game hitting streak. Henderson 3 for 4. I think that's Ricky with a stolen base. Arizona 9, Houston 5. Kurt Schilling a 10-game winner, 10 and 3. Scott Ellerton falls to 7 and 5. Tony Eusebio 3 for 4 with his 5th of the year. Dodgers beat the Giants. Opened up the Champagne Scotty 6-4. Carrera 4 and 2. Levon Hernandez 8 and 6. Green 3 for 3, his 24th and 2. And a double. Oakland shuts out Seattle 5-0. Tim Hudson 8 and 5. Halama 5 and 3. Eric Chavez 3 for 4, double and a stolen base. And last but not least, the Rangers beat Anaheim 7-4. Davis 5 and 5. Jared Washburn 8 and 4. Rafael Palmeiro reminds you to drink your Viagra Ovaltine Hits a 16, 2 for 3, and drives in 2. Gary Glover, not to be confused with Gary Glitter, who did the Hey song. So tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, Rockies and Diamondbacks from Phoenix. And then the Friday lunchtime special, the Angels and the Mariners. And so that'll do it. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Stolen bases, Cedeno, yep, 37. Ichiro is 29 as we head into the break. All right, that'll do it. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. So remember, it's a night game tomorrow, and we'll have it for you at 8:30. So long, everybody.